Good morning and welcome to day 3 of August vlogs. I am precariously sat outside on the bench, so apologies if the camera wobbles slightly. I am escaping the noise of the washing machine and the tumble dryer and the children. Just to come and say hello. I wanted to chat for a little bit first thing this morning. I want to talk first of all about the 12 days boxes because last night they went live and the response was overwhelming, I think would be would be the word that I would use. They sold out in 3 minutes, which was absolutely amazing and completely unexpected. I mean, I was expecting them to go reasonably quickly because last year they sold out in 24 hours, but there's a big difference between 24 hours and 3 minutes, isn't there? And it's amazing because we've raised £360 for charity between all of us, all 12 dyers that are involved. We've raised £360 for charity, so that is, I'm really pleased with that. But it was all marred slightly for me because I received some quite nasty messages from customers who were very angry about the fact that they got carjacked, and that it upset me quite a lot actually. Last night I didn't sleep very well because it was just playing on my mind all night long. And I thought I would just talk about carjacking quickly because it is not something that we have any control over. Basically, if you don't know what carjacking is, it's when you put something in your shopping basket in an online website and then you go to checkout and you go to pay, and then it will tell you that that product is now out of stock. And basically it happens because there's no way to limit the number of people that can put an item in their stock. So say there were 30 boxes, which there were, and there were, 50 people that were putting them in their carts at the same time. That happens, but obviously only 30 people can check out. And it is literally down to kind of fastest finger, fastest processing system as to which 30 people get those boxes. But there's a lot of accusation quite often that indie dyers, because it happens quite a lot in the knitting community, doesn't it? I mean, I know firsthand how horrible it is. I've had it happen to me, but there's a lot of kind of accusations that we do it on purpose and that, it's a thing that we have control over, but genuinely we don't. I list the item on my website. I state the inventory, which in this case was 30. And the item goes live at a certain time, which is pre-advertised, and the item goes live. I do nothing beyond that. There is nothing I can do beyond that. So I have absolutely zero control over the number of people that are purchasing things. I think the only way you can really get around it is websites like theatres, where they have timed carts, don't they? Where, you put your tickets in your cart and you've got 10 minutes to check out. But from what I can see, there is no way of doing that on a Shopify-based website, because Shopify is the, I don't know the term, but they're the people, the company, I guess, that are the back end of my website, that process my website. There may be some apps that I could install that would do it, but I would imagine they are very expensive. You're probably looking at probably £30 to £50 a month for a paid app that would prevent carjacking. And the amount of times that it's happened to me is once. I know occasionally things sell out before people get there, but it's very rare for me for people to get carjacked, and I'm not a big enough business to be able to justify adding something like that on, especially considering I don't even know it exists. What I am planning to do is I'm going to write a blog post at some point. Once the kids go back to school, I kind of want to make the most of my blog posts, my blog on my website, and try and update that a little bit. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a blog post that has information about carjacking, because there are ways to reduce the risk of it for you as a customer. For example, if you make sure that all your information is logged in, if you've got an account with the website, if you make sure that all your payment information is put in before the shop update goes live, if you pay through things such as PayPal and you make sure you're already logged into PayPal, that can make your checkout quicker. But anyway, I'm going to put together a blog post at some point to try and highlight the fact that it's not our fault as sellers, and also to try and highlight the ways that you can kind of combat it to some extent. But still, I mean, 3 minutes is ridiculous. There's not going to have been much chance in avoiding it. Anyway, that's my little rant. It really upset me yesterday that I'd had quite a few nasty messages about that and blaming me, as if it was my fault that people had missed out on a product that I'd made quite clear was limited. I'd love to do more of them. I would love to have made more available. I really would have done. But with COVID, it just hasn't been possible. And with, there's 12, including me, dyers involved. And I need to make sure that everyone is happy with the number of boxes. We've got big businesses and we've also got small businesses. And small businesses can't commit to 100 boxes. It's just not feasible. I can't commit to 100 boxes and I'm not the smallest business in there. So unfortunately, that's just the way it works. I wish everybody could get one. Anyway, enough about that. What else was I going to say? We're going to go to Edzell today. We are going to go for a nice walk. We're going to do a walk called the Blue Door Walk, which is kind of along a river on the edge of Edzell, which is right on the edge of the Cairngorms. So that should be really nice, and we will take you along with you. And that will pretty much be the rest of the vlog for the day. So the moaning from me about customers being mean is over, and hopefully for the rest of the day it will just be beautiful footage of lovely rivers and countryside, maybe. I don't know, we've never been there before. Keep going, Arthur. Absolutely beautiful. The colour of the water is because of the sandstone rocks, so it's not actually dirty water. The water just appears kind of bronze in colour because it's on top of the red sandstone rocks. But yeah, absolutely beautiful walk along the river.
A number of birds.
We were just noticing that on the far side, I don't know if you can see, there's ropes all up. It looks like they've got kind of courses in place to do kind of, is it coast steering it's called? Using all the ropes along the edge there, and just through those trees you can kind of see the entrance with a path that goes all the way up. It looks really, really fun.
have to tie up my hair.
So we made it to some rocks. I don't know if you can hear me over the waterfall. We were intending to get to the Rocks of Solitude. We have no idea whether we've made it to the Rocks of Solitude, but the path got more and more treacherous and more difficult, and we got more and more lost. So we have found some rocks and we are sitting on them. It is really, really lovely though. Everyone is worn out, but we now have a picnic. So we are going to sit and eat our picnic and enjoy the gorgeous views. So this is the walk that we were doing, the blue door in the Rocks of Solitude, as you can see. And actually looking at our map and looking at Google Maps, we are kind of spot on for the Rocks of Solitude at the end there. These are the books that I keep talking about, my walk book. This is the one we've got, Angus and Dundee, 40 Coast and Country Walks. We've got one for the Cairngorms as well, and we've got one for Aviemore and kind of Perthshire too. And they are brilliant. They do them for all around the country, and I would really recommend them. They've got some fantastic walks in them.